Hi guys, I'm Nicole and I'm the Selfish Sewist. And today we're talking about what I got made in June. So June was actually a really good month for me. I tried the batch cutting method that Stitches and Seams talked about, or Viv from Stitches and Seams talked about. So that was kind of a fun experience, just to be able to get all my patterns together, get all my fabric together, cut everything at once. So I did that twice during the month because I actually made a couple of garments twice, but wanted to test them first. So that was kind of a cool experience, just because I don't love cutting, so it was nice to just know that my projects were all set up. So that was fun. So I guess if you're curious to see what I made, let's just go ahead and get into it. The first thing I'll talk about is this dress that I'm wearing right now. This is the McCalls M7081. Like I said, I made a couple of duplicates this month, so I made this one first. This is that great cotton and steel Rifle Paper Company fabric that I think is beautiful. I do actually really like the way this dress came out. I had a couple of little hiccups with it. The first, I guess, is I just didn't pay close enough attention to the instructions and didn't realize it had a side zip. I don't know if it's just me. I don't know if this is a busty girl problem. I don't know what the deal is. I've never ever in my entire life been able to get a side zipper to zip. So this guy was almost complete when I realized that it was supposed to have a side zipper. So I did actually baste it in and see if I could get it up, but it just wasn't gonna happen. So then I was feeling lazy, so I didn't take off the collar. I just cut it up the back and put an invisible zip in, so my collar doesn't lay like 100% flat. But I do actually still really like this. Nobody noticed. I do think this is great. This one I left the collar on. This one has this it's just the collar stand. You don't put the full collar on, which I kind of think is a neat detail, but I did find it pulling on my neck a little bit, and I'm not sure if that was a result of the back zip or if that's just the way it is. So when I made this one, I didn't put the collar on it, and then I had enough experience obviously to know to add a seam allowance to the back, so that I could just put that zipper straight up the back. And then I just finished the neck edge with more cotton and steel Rifle Paper Company fabric. This is from the Amalfi collection. I did the neck. I put pockets in this one too, out of that same fabric, and then the bias binding on the skirt hem I all did with that. I really love the way this one came out too. So super pleased with this pattern. Probably will make it again. I might make it with the full collar. I do think that's a flattering look. But so those are my first two that I got made. And then I made this gorgeous Charlie caftan out of this art gallery fabric that I shared in my June collective haul. This one came from Stone Mountain and Daughter fabric. I did do the maxi length for this with the little side slits. I loved making this pattern. I thought it was great. I did make the dolman sleeve just a little bit smaller. I just closed up this arm side curve. The Closet Case website explains how to do that if you don't love the sleeve the way it is. So I thought this came out beautiful. I have worn it. Gosh, it just feels like you're wearing nothing. We have hit the 100 degrees here, so it's nice to feel like you're not wearing a ton of clothes. I do have some double gauze that I ordered from eBay, so I think before we go on vacation next month, I'll definitely make another one of these. I will probably make the knee-length version, but that was this, and I do think it's beautiful. I'm obsessed with this fabric. I think it's stunning. I feel like I need a bolt of it just so I can have a whole closet full of this. I feel like that would serve my purpose in life. And then the last two things I made were two Patterns for Pirates sunshine dresses. So I made this one first, and again, this was a little bit of a learning experience for me. I made this one just straight out of the, I didn't make any pattern adjustments to it, so I just followed all the instructions. I do really like the way it came out. This one is also a maxi, so I love this a lot. This fabric came from eBay and is beautiful. And then this is the second one I made, and this is this fabric. I feel like everybody on Instagram has it, that came from Joann's. And I have never found a knit fabric that I like at Joann's. They all feel cheap to me, which I know they are cheap, but this one felt really nice. It's really soft. It's got some lycra or some spandex in it, so it's got some nice recovery to it. And then I did make a few adjustments to this pattern. I did where this wrap is, I added an inch at the top and then an inch to the length of the bodice, and I put some 1/4 inch elastic in here on the black one that I made. I noticed that as I wear it, it's kind of stretching, like the weight of the skirt is kind of stretching down on the bodice. So the elastic is preventing that from happening on this one. I just sewed it into the seam allowance, just some 1/4 inch elastic, and I really like that look. And I do think this color is super beautiful. These two dresses I've worn a ton already. They just kind of feel like they're my go-tos. They're really soft, they're really easy to wear. So I do have some more floral knit fabric, and I was thinking about making another one of these, but I kind of thought 3 might be overkill. So I've seen a bunch of boundless dresses from Patterns for Pirates, so it's just a little bit different bodice, but it's still a maxi. So I might make that with that, so I guess we'll just have to see for that. So these are all that I got done in June. So I had I guess a great month, just learning some new things. I've never done really wearable muslins before. It's always just been out of, you know, just plain old tan brown muslin material. So that process was kind of fun, and as I'm growing in my skills, I feel a little bit more confident in just doing a wearable muslin, kind of knowing what adjustments I'll need to make to be successful, and then kind of just doing some tweaks when I get to my I guess my more expensive fabrics. So that's all that I have for you guys today. If you did like this video, please go ahead and like and subscribe, and I will see you all very soon. Bye.